All right, guys. So somebody was asking about my build, so I'll go through it and I'll try and put a planner up later for you guys. Uh, it's a pretty simple build. Um, I'll kind of just mouse over everything so you guys can see what I'm doing. I went for cooldown on the helmet, and I got a lucky roll on that. And then Thorns well fortified and imposing presence. Got my razor plate, which is a terrible razor plate, but unfortunately we have not got anything better, so that's fully upgraded, which looks like one that has greater affixes. Basically, if you have one with greater affixes and then you upgrade it, it's going to be godly, and then if you get one with a higher percentage rating, it's going to be even better. But you know, we're farming the level 100 pits pretty easily. We'll do that after I show you guys. The gloves we're running with now. We'd like to have health on everything. As you can see, I don't have greater FX health on hardly anything, and we're still sitting at 164,000 life, which is great. But gloves, we opted for armor on that so that we could get to our max armor. We were just under it. We didn't really have a lot of choice. We could probably take it off later on, but for our purposes, we're just going to roll with it. We did damage while berserkings, thorns while fortified. For our legs, we needed a little bit of resistance to cap off the rest of the other ones, so we did resist all. Our resistances are still not maxed, but they're pretty close, and you know, if we really feel the need for it, which we don't, we can use potions and incense. But again, max life if you can, get as much as you can. Thorns well fortified, imposing presence on everything that you can possibly get it on. Our boots, we have one that gave us +3 to leap with and we went with leap cooldown and thorns well fortified. The +3 to leap adds to the damage of it a little bit, which is not as important as the cooldown. It frees us up. Our cooldown is actually really low right now at 7.8% because of that +3. So that frees us up if we want to take another item and lose some cooldown. Like we use brawling cooldown up here. Brawling cooldown. If we have to lose one of those, we'll still be okay. On our 200 mace, strength, max life, vulnerable damage to close, earthquake damage. We've got our Doombringer. We got unlucky on the 3rd level of that and got core damage, which is useless, completely useless. But we did get 2 of them into the max life, so we may re-roll that at some point if we get another one. But to try and re-roll that is very expensive, and we, as you can see, we've not maxed out everything yet. We went with axes in our 1 hand and our 2 hand for the damage to healthy, because that's going to be where we do most of our damage, is the initial hits. We got lucky on max life with that one. Damage to clothes, earthquake duration, and then on our 2-handed, we got a good one, strength and max life, greater affixes. We got a pretty bad roll on the other ones. We did not get damage to clothes. We got just straight damage, so it's only 132%, but that's with a boost from masterworking. As you can see, damage close is 229 on this one, which is maxed, but that's without even mastering on it, and so it's quite a loss. Earthquake duration on a ring, we went obviously with resistance of whatever we needed, strength, life, brawling cooldown, damage to close. And then our other ring, max life, brawling cooldown, damage to close. On our neck, we prefer to have a cooldown rule on there, but obviously we don't need it because of our boots. We do have our resistance on there, brawling cooldown, Thorns well fortified. And I'll have the planner on there. 200 axe expertise. On our Paragon, we went with Ire right off the bat. You can screenshot that. Our second board, Territorial. And it's a Bone Breaker. This is Carnage. Obviously, we went with Marshall. Decimator with Rumble. It's a Warbringer board with Ambidextrous. We do have our two-handed weapon selected as our leap attack. Get that bonus. Blood Rage. Undaunted. Our Blood Rage bonus is only 20%. We're still getting there. Like I said, our gear is not optimal. And we're doing 109s. And that's where we stopped. That's where we stopped pushing as hard. And I wouldn't even say we're pushing. That's where it started to become not a speed farm at 109 with this build. And then our last board, Flawless Technique, we went with Revenge. And I'll run one real quick so you guys can see it's pretty good. I would normally just run Elixir of Holy Bolts on this. If you have an anti-venom, you could use that. We're just going to use Holy Bolt. Let's go run a level 100. Hopefully the last boss, if you get the rogue for the last boss, just leave. We do 0 damage because he does 0 physical damage. We need adds. We need adds because our Needle Flare pops off adds hard and the Holy Bolts pop off on adds. Forgot that. I was in a party with someone. All right, let's do this. And this is what we're farming all our mats on right now. Because we could probably get it faster. But we probably should update our skills. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to do my skills for you guys. We need to update our skills. We need to update our Paragon to kind of match the gear that we have. I usually get a couple stomps in there. Try and pull them in as close as you can. They're gone. You can use your leap to jump around because it'll reset if you hit, I think, 4 or more. The more people, the better. The more people around you, the more damage you're going to do. We don't have to attack. I only do that for toughness.
I'm not ready yet.
Make sure everybody's vulnerable with your Steel Grasp. I usually like to get about half my meter filled before I go to the next one. Get a couple jumps in here, get them nice and grouped up and tight. Pull some ads in. Dead. Let's see what. Channeling Shrine's always fun. We don't really have any ads around us, so we're kind of might as well go in. That's good enough. You don't need speed on your boots if you have enough mod to keep going. Upside down there. Lethal Shrine, one of the best ones, if not the best one that you can get. Sometimes we'll group them all up, and if there's enough trash, we'll pull them together and get some numbers off them. But you can see they just die. They die to the Thorns, they die to Holy Bolts.
I must wait.
They just, everything just died. I couldn't even get my leaps in before they died. And we're not geared. You saw us. We don't have optimal gear at all. We have not had the luck at all. This is very mid-geared at best. And this is a T100. I'll just stand here. This stuff will die on its own. Dies on its own. Hits me, it dies. You want to attack and spend rage to get life, though. If you don't, you die. And so now the boss, we want something that has ads. I don't know if he has ads. If he doesn't have ads, we can still kill it. It's just going to take longer usually. I try and get up to 20 stacks and then just start weathering on him. He's going to do most of the damage. He's not attacking, he might just start jumping because you need him to be swinging on you. You can see his life going down. You need him to do the heavy hitting. That's why you keep the stacks up. If you don't know how to do the speed jump, I'll go over that later on. This is my guy, you know. He does alright. I don't think he does. I don't think he gets ads. He might get some later on. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And come on, give us that. That's good enough. The better your duration is, the more you can stack up. We just eat that, as you can see. So this is probably the worst case scenario. There's 0 ads. If there's ads, this goes down fast. Maybe we'll try and do another one and see if we get something with ads. So you guys can see it's a pretty consistent build. It gets even better if you use your anti-venom potion. I can show you that one on the next one. 15, 17, 18, 19. Fifteen, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You drop your steel grasp, makes it vulnerable. Auto swing gives you toughness unless you stand in shit. Twelve, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's the win. Got a couple greater affixes there. Teleport out, do it again. Hopefully we'll get something with ads so you guys can see how fast they die when they have ads. It just takes a couple ads. So another hundo. And if you can do 100, you can do just about anything. So the damage on the monsters that they do to you will never get greater than what they can do to you at 100. So it stops scaling at 100, but the life that they have doesn't stop scaling at 100. So the damage you need to do past level 100 is greater. Let's go ahead and do this with an anti-venom on top too. So we'll just do both so you guys can kind of get an idea of what this is like. So our life at? Our life was at just over 200,000. With our shouts up. That thing just dies. I just sit here auto swinging. This is what happens. Everything just dies as soon as it hits you. Look in the corners. You want to look in the corners for. You're looking for the bosses. You don't really care about the trash. You just want to get through it. They're gonna push the progress bar farther.
I'm not ready yet.
The graphs makes them vulnerable. We have plus damage to vulnerable. It's pretty nice. I think there's anything over there yet.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Every once in a while you'll find something that doesn't die in the pack and you gotta pull them somewhere else because they have resistance to damage, which used to be a problem. Lethal is just ridiculous. That's nice. Said leaping around, that's you don't need mobility if you're leaping around.
I'm not ready yet.
Lethal kills everything. Lethal and holy bolts are big. Once you get to, I think at level 110, holy bolt starts being less effective. Those guys were tough. Somebody in there was healing. That easy. Glad I did a second one so you guys could see it's not like any mob type or anything. It's just the build. The build will kill anything. As long as it'll hit you, it'll kill it. Damage resistant. These guys are damaged. Still, look how fast they went down. Still went down fast. Please give us something that has ads. Slither. Slither has ads. I'm gonna stack 20 up on Slither if we can.
Not ready yet.
Come on. $15. You see how much life that one ad took away?
I'm not ready yet.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's put those ads in. They die. Health goes down. Big chunks. Big chunks. There's 3 ads there.
I must wait.
That's it. The ads. Oh, shit. Shit. I'm gonna actually have to see if we got something here. You can see though. So you take the steel grasp. It grabs the ads. It also makes anything vulnerable in the area. We stack vulnerable on anything that we can. I had to get strength on that one, but I really wanted the axe. Because when you get these ads, you're gonna bring them in, and you want them to die as fast as possible. And so your needle flare is gonna proc off them, and if it's new damage, it's gonna be a crap load. But vulnerable there, vulnerable there. Anywhere you can get vulnerable, our gems are vulnerable damage. Anywhere you can get it. Let's see what we get. Max life on a ring. That's not bad. So we could take that max life and boost it. And then the poison resist is nice, and just reroll whatever we want on that other one. Damage garbage. Damage garbage. Strength and life per hit. That's pretty much garbage. Disappointing. Fury per second. That's garbage. And +4 to rupture. No, I don't play rupture. I never have. But I would bet that that's pretty awesome for anybody that's playing rupture. So we'll save that. Save that one and save that one. We have life on both of our rings currently. So that one's actually double bonused, or double masterworked. And that is just single masterworked. And so it's 1300 with no masterwork, 1790 with masterwork, and 2139 double mastered. And again, still same character, still same guy. Our skill tree. So we only have 1 point in frenzy. We have 4 points in frenzy, 1 point missing in frenzy. We have to get that because we skipped this tree entirely. Martial vigor, imposing presence. We put 3 into it, and we have 6 bonus. Rally cry, down to strategic rally cry. 1 into outburst. I see a lot of people increasing what they do in the outburst. But let's take 1 away from here. If you increase outburst, it increases your Thorns gain by a little bit, not crazy amount. It doesn't gain anything on any of the other stats. So There's no point in putting more than one in it, in my opinion. Tough as nails, it's great. Challenging shout, all the way down to strategic challenging shout. War cry, all the way over to power war cry. I switch a lot of this around, by the way, depending on if I'm farming or if I'm pushing. Sometimes if I'm farming, I'll put swiftness in there. Sometimes I'll switch out some of my items to get more movement speed, just so I can get done faster. I think we could probably take some points out of that now. Yeah, we're gonna take 2 points out of that. We had 3 in it because we didn't have that. Still keeps it under 9 seconds there. So now I got 2 points that I can shove into that. Raid leader 3, booming voice 3, guttural yell 3. I may take some of those points out, all of those points out. I may move them around somewhere else. If I'm using a bludgeoning weapon, I might throw them in there. If I'm not getting enough life, I might throw it down here. Anyways, right now we have 1 into leap. If your cooldown is not enough, you can always put more into it. We're all the way down to mighty leap, 3 into aggressive resistance, 1 into battlefield fervor. A lot of people put more than that in there. Probably could, but it seems like I'm damaging enemies constantly. So I don't really see the point in it. Slaying Strike 3, Pit Fighter 3, Steel Grasp, all the way down to Fighter Steel Grasp. 3 into Thick Skin, which is nice. 3 into Counter Offensive. If you can get an amulet with Counter Offensive, do that. And then we went with Unconstrained because we're berserking all the time. So that's my tree. I'll try and do a build guide and post it up for you guys. So I'm not the best at doing this. I'll try and do it more as I play and as I get better at this. And if you have any questions, ask me in the comments, and I'll try and respond to you. So, all right, guys, time to go try the Bash Barb. I leveled another barb up. We're going to try Bash Barb and see what happens.